Get comfortable in your seat. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold. Out through the mouth. For the next few minutes, there is nowhere you need to be, nothing else you need to do. Thoughts may come and go, and that is okay. Let them. Bring your focus into the noises in the background. In your mind's eye, imagine that you are walking through a field. There's a slight path in front of you that you're following. Off to the left, you're aware that there are large trees that create shade, and to the right, there is a huge meadow of wildflowers. But you're going to continue on the path in front of you. It's taking you down a slight dip into a slight valley. Ahead, you're heading into the trees. As you take that last step out of the sun and into the cool shade offered by the trees around you, you start to notice that your feet are crunching on leaves and twigs. They feel good under your feet. Up ahead, as you walk by, there's a huge pine tree. You put your right hand on it and just feel the crunch of the bark under your hands, the roughness of the texture of that bark. And then you release and you walk on, following that path. There starts to be a few stones in the path. You have to pick your step a little bit. There's still trees around you. The sun is still making its way past the leaves, but it's shady. Feels good. It's nice and cool. Continue to walk on. Up ahead, a rabbit darts in front of you and crosses the path, running off into the brush. You can hear its run crunching through the leaves. But you keep walking. The path starts to go even more downhill, and you pick your steps carefully. You start to hear water in the background. There's a brook or a stream or a creek or something ahead, and you are determined to find it. You follow the path, and suddenly you step out of the trees and back into sunlight. Makes your eyes squint and you sneeze. The sun feels so good on your skin. It's nice and warm. The path has stopped, but ahead of you there is a lovely little brook. The water is babbling. There's this perfect little path of stones across the brook that you can see, and now you want to make your way across that water. So you do. You walk up to the edge of the stream, take off your shoes, you dip one toe into the water and find that it is perfect. It's just a little bit cool and refreshing, but not cold. And you slowly and safely pick your way on those stones across the water. When you get to the other side, you feel your feet into the grass, and your feet are a little bit wet from the stones, and the grass sticks to your feet, and it feels so good between your toes. You turn to the left and follow the water's edge, holding your shoes with your bare feet in the grass, and up ahead is a weeping willow right on the edge of the water. You walk up and you push your way through all of the weeping willow branches, and there's this perfect little place for you to sit with your back up against the trunk on this nest of soft grass, perfectly positioned for you to put your feet into the water. And you do, you sit down, you settle in into the soft grass with your back up against the firm bark of the tree, and you put your feet into the water, and it's nice and cool, feels so good on your feet. The sun is trickling through the leaves just enough to be warm, but not hot. And you take a deep breath. Keep taking nice deep breaths. The feet in the water, the sun is on your skin. When you breathe in deeply, you can smell the grass. You can smell the water and the mossy rocks. You can even smell those wildflowers from the meadow that you walked through earlier. You spend just a few moments appreciating how beautiful this nature is, how much a part of it you are, how connected everything is to each other. Again, the water is cold on your feet, the sun is warm on your skin, the air is fragrant. Another deep breath in. Out. Keep breathing. Thoughts might come and go. That's okay. Just enjoy this moment, this quiet, safe moment that is just yours. Continue to breathe deeply. You decide it's time, so you get up and you begin walking. You walk back with the waters to your right, back towards the little natural bridge across the stones. You reach the other side of that babbling brook and you dry your feet in the grass. It's all warm and crunchy from the sun. You put your shoes back on. You walk back through the trees, feeling the leaves and twigs crunch under your shoes, carefully picking your way back up the hill, back down that path through the trees in the shade where it's nice and cool, past that big pine tree on your left now. Maybe you touch it with your left hand as you walk by, saying goodbye. You come to the edge of the trees, you see the sun up ahead. You step out of the shade of that grove of trees and into the sun where there's a meadow of wildflowers on your left. And again, as you step into the sun, you squint and you sneeze. And you walk back across that field, following the path back to where you started, back to the world around you. Begin wiggling your hands and feet, taking one last deep breath. Bring your awareness back into this space, this moment, and know that you can return to this place of quiet and safety and connection with the inside of yourself whenever you want.